Okay, so I am working on this website, as many of you know, midwestcrafters.org. It's going to be, of course, for vendors and event hosts to get in contact with each other, find out about events, get the information they need. And also, if people just want to find the events that they want to attend, some people in the group do that. So I need an opinion as to, especially hosts, about whether or not the information that's going to be provided is good, if you need anything else added. And then for vendors, is there enough information? Is there anything you want to see, etc.? So this is what I've got so far. Now, you can add an image right here. Then, of course, I allow you to add a title, like if you said 10th anniversary pop-up, whatever, and then the event name. Then we'll have the date or dates, depending if it's a recurring event here. And then just where it is. And then you can click on this and it'll go straight to the map down here, which you can click on the pin and it'll open up the location and the address and all that. And then there's this handy little go back to the top button. Right here, if you add an event tickets URL, hosts, if you have event tickets that cost anything or whatever, and you want to put a URL to your ticket site, that's what this will be. If you don't add one, this button will not show. Same with this vendor application. If you put your link where vendors can go and sign up for the application, if you have it on your website or something, then you could put that in there and this button will show. And then this one is if you have an email address in that you would like them to request applications from, then you would put the email address who they're gonna to where they're gonna make the request. And what happens is they'll click this and they could put in their name, their email address, and then it'll say, please send me an application for this event at the email listed above, and they'll submit it. And then what you'll get in your email is all the information, what their name is, what their email address is, and also what event that they're wanting the application for, and then you can just email that to them, to their address that will show in the email. And then of course you can share the event here. If you add a event website link, that's when this part right down here will show up. And if you don't, then that won't be there. And that would be like if you have it on Eventbrite, let's say, or you have your own website, etc. Or if you have it on Facebook or something like that. Then down here is just quick links to each of the areas. You can see we have event information, location information, a map, vendor information, payment information, contact information, related events, comments, and ticket information. I need to move that ticket information I just noticed because it goes right above vendor information, and move these down. But yeah, okay, so with the event information, we have date or dates, times, of course, and then details about the event if you want to put any details there. If the host adds amenities, then these will show right here. If they're not added, because it's, you know, just it's not a required field, then these won't be here. But there's some choices, you know, like if they had public restrooms are going to be available, is there going to be food, kids activities, etc. And that just gives everybody information about what's going to be there. So a lot of vendors like to tell their customers and stuff, hey, this is what's available, come on down. So that'll help them with that. And then of course the event host, you can put who's hosting it, and if they have a link, you know, then that'll show linked. If there's no link, it'll just show the name. And if you don't put a name but you do have a link, then it'll just show the website link there. And then we've got the location information. You can add a picture if you want of the location. This will help vendors and people to find the building or the area where it's at a lot easier. If it has a name, like here in Great Bend, we have Jack Kilby Square. If it doesn't have a name, that's fine, and then add the address, and then of course the map will show where it's at. And then if you add tickets, if you have tickets, then these will show up here, and you can add the prices, the deadline, and some details. And then of course, if you add the URL, this button will show up right here. Now this is a really important part. So this is the vendor information. This will help cut down on vendor questions if you give as much information as possible on here. So we've got what is the application deadline. This would be a link to the application, same as above, or they can just click this and the form would pop up, and they'd be able to request it. Vendor setup time. Vendors always want to know what time is set up. And then you can add whatever details you want for vendors. Maybe like what they need to bring, or if there's tables that are going to be there for them, etc., whatever. Then of course we always want to know how many spaces are available. So you can either put the total number of spaces that are available total, or you can even change this number as people sign up so that vendors know how many spaces are left. And then of course, what types of space? Are they indoor, outdoor? Do you have both? What are the sizes that you offer? What is the fee for each of those sizes? And then also if there's any electricity available and what the fee is, if any. And then you can just add more details about the spaces if you want in this area. Then of course we have payment information. If you choose to add payment information, you could put, what's the payment deadline? What types of payment types do we accept, and then under payment details, where do we pay? How do we pay? And if you add a link, then you can add that here and this will show up right there. And last but not least, there's contact information. The contact person name and the email is going to be required because there has to be somebody that people can contact in case they have questions, concerns, anything like that. And then you can choose to add a phone, address, contact URL, like if you have a contact form. The address could be like where they need to send information to or request information from, etc. Just whatever, but those ones from phone, address, URL, best time to contact, and details, those are all not required. And like you can add contact details like, if I'm not here, call me at this, or just whatever. And then of course at the bottom it'll show other related events that are in your area, and then comments. And so not everything will be shown to just regular subscribers. The details, all of the details, a lot of this stuff will be shown to actual members who have signed up, and but this is like typically what it'll look like if they're a member and not just a subscriber. They'll be able to see all of this information. And then we also have a social platform with this website, and we're going to have articles, video tutorials type things, or just videos about things having to do with crafts and craft shows. And patterns. If you have anything you want to share, this is a place for crafters to get together, find out about events, share events, talk to each other. It's almost like a Facebook type platform. We're going to have groups and instant messaging and all that stuff. So let me know what you think. I'm very curious from all views what you think of this. Is there anything I need to add, take away, whatever? And by the way, on this right side here, you'll be able to put ads to like your business or whatever you want. And then this is for our newsletter that you can sign up for here. So you can add ads on here as well. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I really appreciate it.